welcome back to another video. In this video, we're just going to talk about how to connect your n8n application with Databricks Managed MCP Server, as we have here. I have a couple of notes already, but I'm going to walk you through how to set this up. But first of all, what is MCP? And in simple terms, MCP or Model Context Protocol is just a universal connector that lets AI applications like what we have here to easily access and use external data and tools and services. Similar to how a USB port, for instance, lets your computer connect to different devices like a camera or a microphone. So instead of having to build custom integrations for every single database, every tool, the MCP provides a unified protocol that allows all of these different systems to talk together. So AI applications like we have here today. There's this diagram from Databricks that I really like. I think it explains it quite succinctly. You have your MCP protocol here, which is kind of the universal connector. And then you have your MCP servers here. So in this case, we have some remote services like Slack, Gmail, and Calendar. And then you have some local services like your Apple Finder, for instance. And then on the client side, you can host these on Cloud or any other supported application. And these clients are basically just optimized to be able to interact with an MCP server and get data from them. And if we want to map this actually to Databricks, it will look something like this, where you have Databricks as the managed MCP server. So these are like the USB cords. And then you have Genie as a remote service, unit catalog functions as another one, and then vector search as another one. And then on the client side, n8n provides an MCP client node. And that's what we're going to use to be able to interact with the Databricks managed MCP server. And then we can interact with Genie and Unity catalog functions in this example. So let's look at the currently available managed server. So we have vector search, Unity catalog functions, and then we have Genie space. And to access these different servers, these are the URL patterns to be able to access them. So let's go back into the workflow. So to be able to talk to a managed server, we would just create like a new tool here. So select the plus, and then we search for MCP Client tool. And here is where we would specify the URL. So if we go back to the documentation, you can see what the URL is. In this case, I want to actually add a Unity Catalog MCP server. So this is what the URL should look like. First of all, we need to make sure we have a function available. So I'm going to jump back into the Databricks workspace, and then I'm just going to create a simple function here. So before I run this, I want to show you my catalog. So in my catalog, I have a couple of tables and functions. So I have a few functions here, and I want to just add a new one. So let's do that now. Just going to run this. And then if I go back to my catalog and refresh, I should have that here. So let me actually refresh everything. And if I search for my schema, yeah, so I have the calculate BMI function now. So if I go back to n8n, I can now add my own custom URL. So I just paste that here based on what was provided in documentation. I can leave this as HTTP streamable. And for authentication, you specify bearer auth for the authentication type. And here's where you would create your credential. And for the bearer token, all you need to do, if you go back to the workspace, click on your profile icon, click on settings, go to developer, and then click on manage for access tokens, and then create a new token and give it a name, and then click on generate. And you should have an access token that you can copy. Make sure you copy that because it only shows once, and then you go back into n8n and you paste that in there, and then you save. And once you do that, let me keep editing actually, let me save. So once you do that, you can now specify tools you want to select. So if you want to select every single function within your catalog, so you remember in my catalog, I have about 4 functions, or you could select a few or exclude a few of them. So in this case, I'm just going to leave it as all, and that's basically it. So I have my MCP client here added. So I just showed you, I already did this before here. but I just wanted to walk you through what that step looks like. So let's ask, I just deleted that because it's basically the same thing setup I have here. And then I have another MCP client that is talking to a Databricks Genie MCP server. So here, the difference is I just changed the URL. That's the only difference. The URL is pointing to the URL as specified in the documentations for accessing Genie here. And I provided the Genie space that I want to interact with. And that's all. So now we can ask questions, simple questions like so I have a couple of questions here. I'll just copy this question and paste it here. So we want to, for instance, calculate the BMI of a person based on their weight and a certain height. So we can do this. So given a weight of 50 kg and a height of 120 cm, calculate the BMI. So you can see the agent is thinking about the question, and then it decides how it wants to answer that question based on the function that we provided from Unity Catalog. So it went into Unity Catalog and it uses the function that we provided, and it actually returns the result to us. So if you see here, for instance, it used the tool from Databricks, got the right function, and was able to calculate that result for us. So even if, for example, if I say add 4 and 5, for instance, it should also be able to leverage another function we have in Unity Catalog. So you can see it's used another function called add numbers, and then it should give me the results.
The same thing. So we can ask a simple question like, what is the average order amount? And now it's going to check and use the Genie MCP client this time and return that answer to us here, which is awesome. So if you see in my previous video, if you wanted to actually interact with Genie, you would have to stitch together quite a few nodes. So let me show you to make that happen. So we'd have to use like a get conversation, create conversation, and all of that. But the MCP server makes it a lot easier to interact with different services within Databricks. And this is just a simple intro into setting up an MCP server using n8n. So we saw how we were able to add a model, create an MCP server for Genie, and one for Unity Catalog functions. And then maybe one final note here is the best practice is to always add a system prompt to your AI agents. So if I open this up, I have a very simple system prompt here. I'm just describing all the tools that are available to this particular agent. And this helps you to really decide what tool to use at any given point in time. And that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.